Oh, sorry, my angle's bad. I'm really just trying to focus on driving. But yeah, so today is my last day at Sephora. I just want to make this quick little disclaimer. This video is not a bashing video of why I quit Sephora at all. I'm going to throw it out there because I'm not like that. That's not my character. And I handle business with somebody if I have an issue with them. And the reason why I'm vlogging today is a lot of you guys know, sorry, I can't even talk right now. I'm losing my voice. A lot of you guys know that I work at Sephora. And I've had a lot of people come in, you know, saying hi, taking pictures, and I think that's really what I'm going to miss, you know, seeing you guys. But I take a negative situation and I turn it positive. Throughout the video, I will later discuss why I decided to resign, some pointers and some little tips, you know, if you plan on working for Sephora. I'm not going to tell you how to get a job because that's on you, but there's some advice that goes along with why I resigned that I feel as though is, you know, it's important and it needs to be made aware. But yes, so I'm heading to work. I'm going to order my Starbucks, my daily Starbucks. This is my last time that I'm opening. So it's weird. I can't sit here and lie. It is pouring, raining. It's a miserable day. I don't think I'm gonna cry, but everyone else says that they're gonna cry because, you know, I'm that loved. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish driving. I'm almost at work. I have to be at work. Like 5 minutes. It's like 9:25 and I gotta be there. So I will vlog throughout my day. I will try my best to get on my camera, and yeah, I'll share parts of my day at work. And yeah, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get right into, you know, a little bit of the history of, you know, when I started working at Sephora, so you guys know if you guys are new to my channel. But if you guys have been following me, you guys probably already know this already. So I've been a Sephora employee. Well, I was a Sephora employee for about going on 3 years. I started off seasonal because I was working at BB, so I had 2 part-time jobs plus going to school full-time. Very overwhelming. I moved up to part-time as cashier and then got certified in color and just completely moved into color in general and stayed there for a good year and a half, I believe so. So I love my job, don't get me wrong. So I was already doing social media way before I even started at Sephora. They knew about my social media. They knew about like my Instagram, and pretty much that's really all that I was on when I started at Sephora was Instagram. And we can't sit here and say social media isn't a big influence. It is completely a big influence. You will not believe the amount of clients that I have dealt with at Sephora that have come in looking for a product that was from social media or that they've seen from social media. It has blown my mind. So social media definitely does drive business. It brings people in. When one beauty influencer talks about it, you know, the whole world has to come in and get it. And I completely respect that. And honestly, being a social influencer, you would think that you would want somebody like that in your store, but hey, you know, some things don't go with how you think it should go. And I also want to make this disclosure, and if you know me or you've worked with me, hello to my Sephora fam, if you know or have worked with me, you definitely know, and I put this on everything, you would never hear me talk or speak about my social media when I was at work whatsoever, unless someone came in looking for me, wanting to take a picture, or someone asked me if I did videos and you would hear me talk about it. But I would never, you know, when I wore the tunic, and if you guys don't know what a tunic is, the tunic is the dresses that the ladies wear at Sephora. Whenever I had that tunic on, you would never hear me talk about my social media at work, ever, unless it was brought up by someone else, you know, but that's on them. So I was all about Sephora. When I put that tunic on, I was Sephora. That was my job, and that's what I was there to do, was help drive that business. So I feel as though I really did contribute a lot. I set aside my social media from Sephora. Social media was my personal life. It's what I do as a hobby. It's what I love to do. And then Sephora was, I love makeup, and you know, I got to do what I loved and work with what I loved. But then things started becoming an issue, and some things were brought to HR's attention, and it was never a big conflict. And I've been wanting to leave Sephora, and on good reason. I wanted to, you know, go to school and get my bachelor's degree, and I just wanted to get out of, you know, my city in Lancaster. I was just over it, completely over it. wanted to expand. I felt like I was being held back a little bit. But as you guys know, if you guys have been following me, my father got sick back in October, and that really put a stop on everything, like completely everything. I could not leave my job that I was getting paid good money, to not have a job at all. And like I couldn't leave my father, so I couldn't really leave. FYI, my dad is doing great. He is in recovery right now from all of his treatments. He did complete all of his treatments. Everything looks good. It's just going to be a longer recovery. So there are some things that he still is struggling with, but we'll get to a good point and a good spot in life. So, you know, I continued to work and do what I had to do, get my paychecks, help pay for things around the house, take care of my dad, still go to school full time. It was very much overload, big time. Yeah, so like it was nothing against Sephora. I've been wanting to leave, and I kept holding myself back because my gut was telling me do not leave because you won't have an income. I was just overall nervous. Like when you know you have a steady income and then you're going to school and stuff, and then you would want to leave your job and do what? Like I hate starting over a new job. I really truly do. It's just the adjustment and all of that. Recently, about like honestly a month ago, it was brought to my attention that some things on my social media was an issue. There's some things that I do agree upon, but there are some things that completely upset me, and I will never understand until Sephora makes this clear across the board to all employees. And I did feel targeted. You mentioned that PR packages was an issue. But yeah, I see so many Sephora employees that do exactly what I do, work for Sephora, are on social media and get packages sent to them, and it's never an issue. Why I'm the only one that's being targeted. And I'm not the only one. I've watched so many other beauty bloggers videos like why I quit Sephora, and they mentioned the same exact thing. But like I said, there's so many other people out there whose names I did not disclose because that's none of my business. Continue to do what you want to do. But the fact that they gave me the ultimatum, I need to pick Sephora or social media, and I need to let them know. I was a little frustrated because it's just like their conflict of interest part on the whole policy does not explain in full detail or draw any attention to anything like that. And that's what completely upset me the most, was that they thought it was an issue, but it's really not in their contract. It's not. And you know, I know, like I said, I know so many other people that are doing the same exact thing, and they still have their job. And like I said, I resigned, so I made the decision. And I never felt more confident in my decision. Just want to make that clear. I feel as though if you want to work for Sephora, and if you do, go and do it. Sephora is an amazing company. It's great experience. The amount of knowledge and education that you learn, techniques, the people that you meet, clientele, the people in Sephora in general that you meet, it's amazing. So definitely do it. But my thing is, and I don't want to hold anybody back, if you do want to be a social influencer, if social media is already a part of your life and you want to work for Sephora, you really need to just have an open eye, be aware of your surroundings, because it could later on become a conflict and you'll be in my situation. And this is a message to Sephora that I really hope you guys, and maybe at this moment and just in this time, that you guys are trying to figure out your whole policy thing with social media. I really truly hope that you guys figure this out for employees that are still working there or going through similar situations, or future employees. I mean, social media is everywhere. And yeah, there's some things that are a conflict, but it's not fair that a lot of us have to make that decision to leave. And like I said, I'm not bashing Sephora whatsoever. There's just some things that need to be made clear for employees, you know, across the board, not just for certain employees. My story is not dramatic. I'm not bashing anybody that I worked with. Nothing at all. There's some things that I do not agree upon. Absolutely. It angers me, but I can either choose to sit here and I already left my job and be angry for the rest of my life, or I can take this frustration, anger, put it into motivation, move forward. I have so many more things happening in my life right now, and I'm so thankful and blessed, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm so happy that I made the decision that I did. Sephora will always be there in the back of my mind. I'm gonna, you know, remember everybody there and cherish what I learned and what I've accomplished, and, you know, put that frustration into motivation. I'm a risk taker. I love taking risk, you know, nerve-breaking and as crazy as some situations are. I love taking risks. So there you guys have it. There's my story. I got bombarded with questions, DMs, and everything. Like, why did you quit Sephora? Because I posted like a couple pictures on Snapchat, and everyone was like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, be patient. I'm gonna have a video that'll explain everything, and it may not seem like a lot, and like I said, I didn't want to bash anyone or anything like that. I just want to keep it very short and sweet and simple. It's an issue, and I hope this message gets across to Sephora and to all you employees that are dealing with it or may have dealt with it. You're not alone. But yeah, you know, I'm all about taking risks. I'm all about pushing myself to do better, do greater, do so much more things. And if you are like that type of person, definitely do it. But yeah, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Vlogs coming because Derek and I are going to Myrtle Beach next week. Even though there's sharks in the ocean. I don't know about all that. But we're going to have some fun. But yeah, follow me on my social media accounts, all at Amber Rose Oatman. I do not have Facebook. I love my Sephora family so much. I'm going to miss you guys. But, you know, some things come to an end, and I'm here to better myself. So hope you guys, you know, if you're going through this or know somebody, or if you're just here to watch the video, hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.